Well, it is 6 o'clock, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I know we have others who are joining us. Welcome to our class of 2024 Viking Visionaries parent and student meeting. My name is Jeff Timoni. I'm honored to serve as principal of this amazing school. I would ask that as you're joining, if you could mute your mics as you're coming on. These microphones are very sensitive using Zoom, and so it broadcasts across for all of us to hear. So as you're joining, if you could mute your mics, that would be great. Also, we're recording this session, so if you have a family member or a friend who is not able to be with us this evening for various reasons, we'll get the recording out to everyone later. Again, I'm Jeff Timoni, honored to serve as principal here at Spring Valley High School. I want to first just start off by thanking you for your support of Spring Valley High School. I know we have parents and guardians who are with us, and we also have students as well. So first, parents, thank you. Can't believe that it's already October. I know we met with the family members of the class of 2024 this summer to talk about preparation for this year, to talk about the class of 2024, which is the graduating class for our ninth graders. So families, we thank you for your support and for your responding back to us with the surveys. One thing I can share with you, of course, you've received the information from Dr. Davis about phase 2. And so we're not going to really address phase 2 tonight. There'll be more information coming out to all of us as a Richland 2 family tomorrow or Friday, but we will have a Zoom meeting for the entire Spring Valley family as parents and students prior to the start of phase 2, if we actually start October 26th. So I just wanted to share that with everyone as well. To our students, we welcome you also. Again, I want to thank you for engaging with your teachers throughout the last few months. I know it's been difficult being away from school and accessing your learning through the virtual format, but I've enjoyed seeing you in the classrooms and also getting emails from you all. I just thank you for putting your best foot forward. And that's what leads us here tonight, Viking Visionaries. If you think about this particular theme, this is our theme for the class of 2024. Of course, you all are Vikings, but we think about a visionary. We think about someone who is focused on the future. You're thinking about your vision, your personal, individual vision. And I know parents, we all want, our young people to be thinking about not just what's going on right now, but what's going on in the future. Not just about the job they're going to have, but the type of person they're going to be. And so that's our theme throughout the time that we're going to be together with the class of 2024. And so I'm excited about that theme. I think it reminds all of us to think about the vision, the importance of having a vision. Our overall theme for the year at Spring Valley is Stronger Together. And I believe that if we continue to work together here at Spring Valley High School, we will be able to support our students so that the goals that our students have, the desires that they have, their passions will be realized as they're going through their time at Spring Valley, of course, life after Spring Valley. I'm also a parent of a student who's in the class of 2024, so I'm learning with you all and excited about the opportunities that are going to come for our young people. So tonight, we're going to learn more about Spring Valley High School and the opportunities we have for our students. This is my 7th year here, and I'm very excited, very honored to serve as principal here, but I'll put the services that we offer to support our students and our families against any school. And so I'm not going to talk too much longer, but I wanted to just welcome you all. And as you can see from the agenda, you hear from others here this evening, in regard to what we offer here at Spring Valley and how we can support you and your son or daughter. Again, thank you, welcome. And I'll turn it over to Mr. Glover, who's one of our assistant principals, and he's in charge of student services. Mr. Glover?
Yes. Good afternoon. I want to thank you and echo the sentiments from our principal, Mr. Timoni. My name is Sean Glover. I'm entering my 5th year here at Spring Valley in the position of assistant principal for student services. With that, I have been blessed and honored to serve this community, the families, the students, teachers throughout this span. And I feel very honored to have this opportunity. As I said before, my primary responsibility of those are student services. That includes policies and procedures, making sure that we have an orderly environment in our classes, in our hallways, and in our environment overall to make sure that our students feel safe and that they can do their absolute best work. I'm also responsible for AP services, which is advanced placement, which is sanctioned by the College Board. Here at Spring Valley, your students are very, very lucky to have over 20 AP classes here of study. And I would recommend strongly, if they are not or have not enrolled in an AP class and they're aspiring to go to college, to continue to work hard, to focus, and to make sure that they meet with their counselors, stay abreast as to all those things that they need to do to get that opportunity to take AP courses. AP courses do give them somewhat of a leg up because the rigor that's involved in the AP courses really give them an opportunity to test at the end of the school year in May. And if they make a score of 3, 4, or 5, they get an opportunity to take that college credit to wherever college that they may be attending. So we ask that you continue to work hard. I'm here to do everything that I possibly can to assist you. If you haven't checked your email yet, I'm that guy who sends out the all-in QOTDs every morning. And it's just something to try to inspire and get our young people to kind of focus in on what the task at hand might be for that upcoming day. So again, my name is Sean Glover. If there's ever anything that I can do, as you can tell, I'm here. So we don't do a whole lot of watching the clocks around here. We do whatever we need to do to help our students. So again, my name is Sean Glover, and I'm one of the assistant principals here. If I can help you, please don't hesitate to let me know. And from there, I will pass it on to Mrs. Ashford.
Thank you, Mr. Glover. That's a hard act to follow. Good evening to all of our parents and students. We are so excited to have you here today. We have been anticipating this big day for several weeks now. So I am happy that all of you are able to join us this evening. I am Miss Olisa Ashford. I'm the Student Activities Director at Spring Valley High School. And I always start off by saying I have the absolute best job in the world because I have an opportunity to connect with each and every student at Spring Valley at some point during their 4 years that they will be with us, whether that is through graduation, fresh start. Many of you may have seen me with the virtual orientation. At some point, I will have an opportunity to see each of the students face-to-face before they actually leave Spring Valley. My job at Spring Valley, like I said before, is to get our students connected. I am that contact person that will get them into any kind of clubs they want to get to if they're interested in honor societies, any special activity that they want to be involved in on campus. I am that go-to person. I'm located in a little cubby hole right across from the guidance office, C127 and C128. And that is one classroom, even though we have 2 room numbers. But another thing that I am responsible for is student council. We have over 150 members right now, and that is without our freshman class. So right now we are going through our freshman interviews to get our freshmen connected, and we have over 45 that we have to interview. So that is very, very good. If you have a child that wants to get into student council, please let them know that it is not too late, and we would love to have them. My email, I will make sure that you get that, but it's also on this website. It's oashford@richland2.org, and all you have to do is say, my student is interested, and I'll be sure to get back with you. But I look forward to seeing each and every one of you. I hope that at some point this year, of course, when we're able to come back, that you all will be able to see all the great things that we are in the process of doing, including our last thing before I get off, because I think my 4 minutes is almost up. We do have one of the largest student-led community service events on campus, which is Winter Days. And it is actually coming up. Our kickoff is going to be Halloween weekend. So we want to get all of our kids involved. And this year we are allowing our freshmen to be a part of that. It is an awesome opportunity to get your students connected with things that are going on, not only in our school, but in our community. So make sure you are on the lookout for anything Winter Days. You'll be getting some more information soon. And again, thank you so much for your attention. I talk really fast, I know I do, but I hope you received everything. And if you have any questions or if I can be of any assistance to you, please, please don't hesitate to get in contact with me via, I was getting ready to say Facebook because they say old people are on Facebook, but email at oashford@richland2.org, or you can give me a call. I am at school most days, but I thank you so much and have a great evening. And I will pass it over to Miss Sharia Wilson.
I needed to remember to unmute. Thank you, Ms. Ashford. Good evening, everyone, parents and students. I would just like to thank you all for being here. And I guess I want to start my part on a personal note. I am a parent of 2 Spring Valley graduates who have gone on to be very successful in college and career. And I just tell you that because for me, the proof is in the pudding. I entrusted this school with my very own children, and I'm here to say that you can do the very same thing. I am, as I said, I'm Sharia Wilson. I am your work-based learning administrator. I have served in multiple roles in Richland too. I started as a teacher over 10 years ago at Blythewood. I've also served at Westwood in work-based learning. I came to Spring Valley as an administrator, and so now I'm in sort of a special place in charge of the Office of Work-Based Learning. And so what work-based learning is all about is helping learning to become relevant. Very often you may hear your students say, well, Mom, Dad, why do I need to learn algebra? Why do I need this English and this history and this and that course? What work-based learning does is it provides the hands-on piece through job shadowing, internships, apprenticeships. These are going to be the opportunities that will be available for your student. And it makes the light bulb come on, if that makes sense, because what they're able to do is apply what they're learning in those classrooms, in the world of work, at the work site. And so what it does is it makes learning make sense. And so, I have a really exciting role in, getting students involved in different agencies and organizations on campus as well as in the community in order for them to expand their knowledge beyond the classroom. So that's kind of work-based learning in a nutshell. A large part of what I do also involves an acronym that is called CCR. You'll be hearing a lot about this, freshmen, over your high school career. But just in a nutshell, CCR involves 9 different areas. AP exams, if you take those advanced placement courses, an SAT score, an ACT score, WIN, that's probably a new acronym, WIN, W-I-N, but you'll be learning about that. But also a work-based learning credit, because you can actually earn a credit for working a paid or unpaid position. You can become a CATE completer. If you've ever been at a graduation and you saw that gorgeous green and gold medallion that many students are wearing, that is the CATE honor medallion that many students earn after taking a series of CATE courses, and the CATE courses are our career courses. CATE involves a lot of different careers: automotive technology, building construction, core engineering, digital art and design, health science, sports medicine, web design, IT, which is a booming field. I have a son who is actually involved in IT right now in terms of his career, general management, business, accounting. There's a lot to choose from at Spring Valley. There's a lot that we have to offer your students. And so I'm excited. I'm excited about this new freshman class. And I'm going to end with the vision of the Office of Work-Based Learning at Spring Valley, since this is all about you 2024 Visionaries. Our vision with the Office of Work-Based Learning is to ensure that Students acquire world-class knowledge, skills, and career readiness in order to graduate from high school both capable and competent to be successful in the global society. I'm on the third floor on the E Hall. Come and see me. We know that at some point we are all going to be back in school in the building at Spring Valley, and I look forward to that. I look forward to meeting you. You can reach me directly at scwilson@richland2.org, and also again on the third floor, E Hall, Spring Valley High School. Again, welcome and thank you for being here.
Good evening, everyone. I am Ms. Blassingame. I am the class of 2024's College Readiness Counselor for Gear Up. And my job is to work with only the class of 2024. So I'm in a unique position because I am a special counselor, specifically a college counselor for the class of 2024. I transition every year until the student's first year of college. And some of the things that my program does, and you probably have received emails from me already, when you talk about tutoring, college visits, when it's safe to, to take those, educational field studies. There are just so many different There are so many different things that Gear Up provides, so many different resources. If a parent has a question about something and it relates to students improving in school, if it relates to just thinking outside of the box and making sure that they're successful, I'm open to trying a lot of different things. Like I said, you will receive a number of emails from me from now until, the senior year of high school, if your student is still at Spring Valley, even into the first year of college. So, just be on the lookout for information about upcoming events, resources, and things like that. I can tell you that one of the events that is coming up will take place tomorrow night. It is a drive-through. It begins at 3 o'clock and then it ends at 5 o'clock. Students will, parents and students can stop by. If you register to pick up a calculator for your student, there's a registration form. If you have a Algebra 1, Algebra 2, Geometry, foundation student and you registered for those, we are getting limited on the calculators, calculator checkout, but just know that tomorrow we'll do a drive-through for the calculator checkout. If your student may need a whiteboard or the dry erase board to help them during virtual learning. And also we will be giving out the PSAT workbooks as well. So Ms. Blassingame, it's a pleasure to meet with you guys. If we're meeting for the first time or just meeting with you again, I look forward to working with you, and I will turn it over to Ms. Spain. All right, well, we'll go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Mrs. Spain. I have the pleasure of being the 9th grade school counselor at Spring Valley. Let me welcome you again if I haven't already spoken with you via email or telephone. My goal this year and my goal as a school counselor is to ensure that every 9th grade student that enters Spring Valley begins with the end in mind. And what I mean by that is, as you start this year off, you're not only thinking about your day-to-day classes and academics, but you also have a vision of what the end of this 4 years will look like for you. Graduating, college, careers, all of those things you'll be getting exposure to over the next 4 years. And as your school counselor, it's my responsibility to ensure that you're on the right track academically, socially, and college and career ready. So I want to commend those of you who are off to a great start this school year. You're logging in on time, you're completing assignments, your transition seems to be going very well. But I also want to encourage those of you who may be having some difficulty with the transition from middle school to high school. I want to let those students know that it's okay. You're not alone. We understand that's a big transition and we're here to help. So I want to encourage you to reach out to us. I look forward to meeting and seeing all of you this week over the next couple of weeks through your English classes, where I'll be presenting a lot of information and hopefully answering a lot of your questions, unanswered questions. So it's going to be a great year. I look forward to working with you, and thanks again for your time. I'll turn it over to Mrs. Washington.
Good afternoon. I'm Miss Washington. I am the PR secretary at Spring Valley High School. And I just wanted to go over really quickly with you how our class of 2024 Viking Visionary website works and how to access it. So to how to get to the Viking Visionary website, you're going to go to our Spring Valley webpage. And the web address for the Spring Valley webpage is richland2.org/svh/. And once you're on the Spring Valley webpage, you're going to click over here on the Explore tab. You're going to go to Students, and then you're going to look for Viking Visionaries. Once you find Viking Visionaries, click on it, and it will take you straight to our 2024 Viking Visionaries webpage. The homepage is sorted into categories to help you navigate easily throughout the website. I'm going to go over some of the categories to show you the different information that we provide. But I want you to take your time and go later and just explore the different pages on the website, because there's tons of information for you to know. So one of the main pages we have on here is the Viking Way. And if you click on the Viking Way, you see we have our student handbook, our parent handbook. We have our student expectations. We have tons of information from Richland 2 about technology and premier expectations. And we have also information on how to serve detention hours. So all this information is on the Viking Way. You click on it, the link will take you to the handbook, and then you'll be able to access all that information. We also have a get to know you page, which I think is a great way right now for our students to get to know some of our faculty and staff on campus while we're doing virtual. And so you'll get to know our Valley admin team, our counseling department, our work-based learning coordinator, Ms. Wilson, and our Gear Up coordinator, Ms. Blassingame. So you can able to just click on their page. And once you click on their page, it'll take you to their page with their information. And they have a short video introducing themselves and their program and the different things to expect from their different programs. And so once you click there, and then it also has a link to if they have a website for you to go to their website and get access information from their website. We also have Viking Success. Viking Success is a link to provide you access to the virtual tutoring website. I know Ms. Blassingame mentioned earlier that we provide virtual tutoring, and it's free teacher tutoring and peer-to-peer tutoring. So if you come to the Viking Success page and you click on the virtual tutoring, it'll take you straight there so your student can actually click on and log on to see when the schedule is for teacher-to-teacher tutoring and sign up. We also have We Are Valley. We Are Valley provides you with videos on things that happen around the school year. Right now we have our Welcome Back Vikings video, but we also have our Fresh Start Class of 2024 drive-through. So if you were a part of that and you want to reminisce and go back and remember some of the moments that happened doing that, you can click on that video and actually look at it and comment. We also have one of the favorite sections of here that I think a lot of students will enjoy. Is called My Journey. And My Journey is what we want our freshman students to click on here and leave us a message. Tell us how your freshman year is going. Tell us about a club or a class or a sporting event or something that you participated in and that you really enjoyed. And once we start getting those posts in and messages from our freshman students, we're going to start posting them on our Journey website so people can actually go on there and read and see where other people are enjoying stuff and other teachers, and so everybody can understand those messages. We have our Valley clubs. We have our student activities, our mentoring programs, what AP classes are about, dress code. But one of the main pages that I did want to mention and show you was our Stay in the Loop page. And our Stay in the Loop page has our ways of getting in contact with us. So we have our social media accounts. We have our Viking Update website, which is our blog, which if you are a parent, you need to sign up for our Viking Update blog. That's how you get most of your information about what's happening at Spring Valley, club activities, announcements. All our Viking Update information is on our blog. So if you click on the Viking Update logo, it'll take you straight there and you can sign up to get the emails to come to you every day about what's happening at Spring Valley. But we also have a Facebook page, a Twitter account, an Instagram account. We have a website and a YouTube page. So you can also click on there, subscribe, and follow us on there. I just want everybody to take the time to come and visit our Viking Visionaries page because we have so much information on here. Most of the information you heard today from all of these wonderful people is on this website. So if ever you have a question about something or you need information about something, you should be able to access it from here. We have a What's Popping section for our students to come and talk to us about what music and what apps they're enjoying. We have an athletic section. If you have a student that's like wanting to be a part of a sport, they can go there and click on there to find the schedules of the sports. They can go there to find out tryout information. And Ms. Ashford talked about Valley clubs earlier. There's a link on here to find out all the different Spring Valley clubs we have. So there's so much information on this class of 2024 Viking Visionary website. When you have chance, take a time, go visit and click on the links and just have fun. So now we'll have a question and answer section. I think that's going to be with Dr. Bryant or with Ms. Blassingame.
Well, before we start with the Q&A, I did want to let everybody know that this presentation will be on the school's website. You'll be able to go to the school's website and it will be under the FQA for parent resources. So it'll be under FQAs for parent resource, under the parent resources tab. So if there is somebody in your community who missed out on the meeting tonight, another parent or something, you know, of that nature, certainly, or if you just would like to review it yourself, that information will be on our school's website probably tomorrow or by the end of the week. And then we do have some door prizes for parents. I know you guys may not have been expecting to get door prizes, but we want to go ahead and call out the winners for those door prizes. And the first door prize winner is Stevie Jones. So thank you, Mr. Jones. Marcia, not sure of the last name. If you could put your first and last name in the chat, that would be good. And then we have Niece. Niece, if you could put your first and last name in the chat as well. We have Tim Craig. And so that's good. And then we have Jamila Thurlin. Let me make sure I read everybody off. Stevie Jones, Marcia, Niece, Tim Craig, Jamila Thurland. And then I think there's one more, Shonda Price. Now, tomorrow, as I stated before, tomorrow is the drive-through. So if you are needing to pick up a PSAT workbook for your student, if you are needing to pick up a calculator, if you filled out the calculator registration form, calculators will be available also. And know that that drive-through is starts at 3 and it ends at 5 p.m. And now we'll go ahead and we will open up the floor for parents and students. If you have questions, you can go ahead and unmute your microphone and we will go ahead and start answering those questions if you have any.
Hey, yo, can I read a do-rag?
I'm sorry, say that one more time. Other questions?
Ms. Blassingame, I think there was a question asking about do-rags. If I did hear that correctly, do-rags as a part of Richardson School District 2 policies are not allowed for students to wear while on campuses.
Other questions?
I just wanted parents to know there's also a section on the website with the dress code on there. So if you go to the website and you click on dress code, we have our dress code guidelines. So you can go through there and read all the guidelines on there too.
Also, parents, if you have not, if your student has not submitted their headshot photo to Ms. Bird, I sent all the students an email yesterday with the link. If you could go ahead and have your student please submit a headshot photo, no filters, no pets, no, hats or anything like that. We really need those photos for the students' IDs. We wear our IDs at Spring Valley. We want to make sure that the students are safe, and we just want to make sure that everybody is safe. And so that is the reason why we are asking that students submit a photo so that we can go ahead and get their IDs made. And they did receive an email from me yesterday with the link to upload their ID pictures.
I have a question.
Okay.
I'm Stevie Jones, and my daughter's a freshman at Spring Valley, and I just have a question in reference to the PSAT. Is it recommended that, each student takes their PSAT the 9th, 10th, or 11th or 12th grade year, or each year?
Each year.
Okay. And who funds it?
I can answer that question. I'm Paul Dobbins. I'm one of the assistant principals at Spring Valley, and I'm over testing. The sophomore year it's a state funded. That's the state pays for it as a sophomore.
Okay.
School District 2 recognized the importance of preparing students for those college readiness assessments. So they actually pay for freshmen to take the PSAT, and then junior year is an optional year. It's one of those that you can take it. Typically, those who are considered for national merit or go on for national merit consideration have to take it for that consideration. But others choose to take it just to get more prepared for college readiness assessments.
Great info. Thank you very much.
Other questions?
I had a question in the chat box.
The question was about the TI Inspire calculators. Are they for geometry students as well? Yes, the calculators are first come, first serve. And I have given out probably about 200 so far. So I'm sure we will, the link will close down tonight once we reach capacity with calculators. But yes, they are for geometry students as well.
Where is the link? How do we access that?
You will receive an email from Ms. Washington. And Ms. Washington, is that email, has it already gone out or is it going out tonight?
Yeah, it has already gone out tonight. It should say from Spring Valley High School. So it went out again tonight. So if you can check your emails and you should be able to see it.
Okay, thank you. I have that.
Other questions?
There are a couple of questions in the chat as well. One question is about the date of the 9th grade PSAT. Right now, that date is scheduled for the 29th of October, but with the recent announcement that came from Dr. Davis about the anticipated start date for phase 2 being the 26th of October, we may look at moving that PSAT date for 9th graders, since we will just be returning back to school in a hybrid model. I want to address that question. I think there's some others there as well. Ms. Blassingame, can you address the question about the resources available online?
Yes, there are, and when they ask about the resources, because the chat is moving, are you asking about the resources for PSAT preparation? Is that what they're asking for, Mr. Timoni?
I'm not totally sure. It looks like Miss Yakoma, if you could sort of explain the question a little bit more in detail. And it may be in regard to tutoring opportunities.
Yes, in terms of tutoring, Spring Valley offers tutoring. Well, students do receive the tutoring information from me weekly with the link to the tutoring website so that they can go in and select the tutoring option that they, are in need of. On the Viking Visionaries page, there is a link to the tutoring website as well. Tutoring is offered Monday through Friday. Well, Monday through Saturday, actually. Students also can sign up with me. I send them an email, like I said, weekly about the virtual tutoring with our Spring Valley teachers, but also the tutoring with iTutor as well. Now, parents are not able to sign students up. Students have to sign themselves up, and that's just to ensure that they are the ones that show up and they are aware that they're signed up for a particular tutoring session. So, but tutoring is certainly available for those students in terms of online resources for PSAT. I can send out that information as well with different testing preparation dates, free resources from Khan Academy and Kaplan and all those different things. I will be scheduling a date soon for students who have not signed up for their College Board account to be able to sign up for their College Board account as well as it relates to PSAT and SAT.
Thank you.
Is there tutoring for Spanish 2 students? Yes, there is tutoring for Spanish 2 as well. We do offer Spanish tutoring. If you're looking at our screen right now, Ms. Washington has the virtual tutoring up on your screen. And we do, you see where it says foreign language, we do offer Spanish tutoring. Also, Gear Up provides Spanish tutoring as well online with iTutor. There looks like another question, and this one may be for Mr. Timoni or one of the administrators. It says, we selected the hybrid format for phase 2. Are there any plans to send more information about how the school is preparing for that, especially for freshmen? It is hard to imagine how it is going to be since they are not familiar with the physical space. I am sure the school is prepared, but we would like to hear more about it. Please, is there anything you could share at this time?
Address that. Of course, we have been really preparing for phase 2 since the beginning of the school year. And so, of course, you have the academic needs that we'll need to meet for our students and teachers, as far as students in the classrooms, and making sure that we are wearing our masks and being socially distanced, and just teachers teaching students who are in person and students who are joining the class virtually. So that's that piece there. There's also the safety piece with ensuring that we're social distance in the hallways and in the cafeteria. And so all those plans are not ready just yet. What I can tell you is that as far as students in the building with the AABB hybrid schedule, we already have a number of students who we know will be e-learning throughout the year. And so we know how the classes will look somewhat. And so you will have the students whose last names A through L in the building Monday, Tuesday, and students' last names M through Z will be in the building Wednesday, Thursday, with Friday being a flex day. And so we're going to have a Zoom meeting like this, but with all of our families. We'll also record that and send that out. On tomorrow, I believe Dr. Davis will, after he's met with DHEC and other health professionals, will make the decision on if we for sure will return on the 26th. And so we're looking to have a Zoom meeting for all of our families prior to that date. And there'll probably be some more information that'll be sent out by Richland 2, as we prepare for phase 2 at Spring Valley, but of course also in Richland 2. One idea that we also had is looking at some type of fresh start 2.0, sort of looking at phase 2 and bringing the students in. It may not look as Fresh Start has looked in the past, or how Step Up to 6 looked, where students actually came in the building and they were in the building for half of the day to meet their teachers. I mean, they already know their teachers, but we want to give them an opportunity to really claim the building, come inside the building, find their classes. And so we had some discussion today and looking to sort of iron out some of those details, and we'll get that out to our families as well, because it is very important for our students to feel comfortable in the building and understand the safety requirements as well, but more information to come. One thing I can also share with you, and I thank you all for just being engaged. I know there's just a lot going on right now, but I thank you for participating in these type of meetings that we have. As you'll see, we're pretty engaged, and we really reach out to our families, particularly the class of 2024, knowing one that you are new. Some of you are new to Spring Valley, but our students are new to Spring Valley, and there's a lot to learn. But my hat is off to our Viking Visionaries team, the members that you've heard present tonight. But we're going to continue to wrap our arms around your students as they matriculate through Spring Valley. But in particular now, as we're in this virtual world, so we're going to be here to support you all. But I just want to thank you for your attention, your questions, and also for our team. As you see, the folks who are here with you may not teach your son or daughter every day, but we're as committed as the teachers who are preparing for tomorrow's lesson right now as well. So just want to thank my team members as well for the website creation and just this idea of reaching out to you all to answer questions and to direct you to this particular website. But I encourage you to spend time looking through the website. There's a lot of information here that I think will help both our students and our families.
There is a question in the chat. When will freshmen get their IDs?
We're looking to have them get their IDs once we get into school. At this time, none of our students have their IDs. And so we'll have a rollout plan that will allow them to get their IDs once they get in the building. Just to kind of reiterate what Ms. Blassingame stated earlier with those pictures, we want to make sure we give them an opportunity to get a current picture. We can pull some pictures from the middle school images, but we'd rather have the most recent picture that is out there.
The other question, if phase 2 starts as projected on the 26th, PSAT date of October the 29th falls on a hybrid day, how will it be managed with social distancing being all grades at school?
Great question. What I shared earlier is, like, just as of today, we had a meeting about, and just keep in mind, things are changing so rapidly. We had a meeting about the PSAT and also another test that our fourth year students will be taking in November. And so the plan right now is if we start phase 2 on Monday, October 26th, we will move the ninth grade PSAT to another date. We're looking at a date in January right now after exams. But again, more information to come. So a lot depends on what happens tomorrow, what information we receive and you all receive from Richland 2 through the superintendent's office.
And know that prep will be available. I have prep scheduled for October the 24th. It's a Saturday prep workshop. But just know that if the testing date is moved, then we will move accordingly as it relates to live prep sessions. But know that students can still receive online prep through the various resources. And I will provide all of that information to all the freshman parents, just like I said, with all the resources. But know that if the test is taken in January, it's never too soon to prepare. It's never too soon to start really, working on, practicing for that particular test, because it helps us determine so many other things as well when you talk about AP potential and just aligning it with the rigor that takes place in the classroom as well. So know that the preparation will be available to all freshman parents that sign up. Other questions? All right. Well, if there aren't any more questions, I will turn the floor over to Dr. Bryant, and she will conclude our meeting.
Hello, everyone. I'm Bryant. I'm one of the administrators at Spring Valley High School, and I also am a part of this team. And I want to thank you all for coming. Thank you all for asking questions and getting engaged. And thank you for having patience with us. We know it's a difficult time and changes are being made and we're trying to rise to the occasion to meet everyone's needs. But we want you to know that we are here if you need us. So please don't hesitate to reach out to us if you need us. I'm at the school daily, just like a lot of my other colleagues. So if you guys need to call or email, we're here for you. Mr. Timoni, did you have anything you wanted to say?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, just thank everyone for their attention. And please know that we're here to support you and your student. And also, we know that Gear Up works. The class of 2020 that just graduated, all 570 of them, the largest class since I've been here. And I really believe that that's in large part to Gear Up and support that we offer to our students and our families. And again, it's not just our students, but it's the resources that we offer to empower our parents as well. Those students earned, were offered about $39 million in scholarship offers. So that's an amazing number. I think that was our maybe 7th, 8th year over 30 million. But a large part of that, you know, I would contribute to the work that we've done together, you know, working with our families, educators in the building, and our students. And I'm excited about, again, the class of 2024. And so we're here with you, stronger together. Again, that's our theme for this year. So if there's anything that we can do to support you or your student, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. And if there's nothing else, we wish you a wonderful evening. And again, just a reminder, more information will be coming out about phase 2 tomorrow. And if you have questions after, you know, seeing that particular message, please reach out to us as well.
Have a wonderful night.